Hi, my name is Damien, and this is your 30-minute class focusing on flexibility and balance. Today, you're going to need a mat and a chair. I placed my chair behind my mat, and if you can do that, I would love for you to do that too. So, I'll be doing today's class barefoot. You can do the class barefoot or in shoes or in non-slip socks on a non-slip surface. I'll be doing most of the exercises on the mat, but you can choose to do it on your floor at home or on your mat, whichever you like. Please have plenty of water close by and please stay hydrated. Okay, let's begin. Starting with our feet parallel, directly underneath our hips, hands on our hips or down by your sides, and shift your weight from side to side as you march slowly. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now your marches don't have to be that high. If you want to keep your foot there or just lift your heel, you can do that too. Which is giving a nice slow march. Not a real long balance, just shifting weight from side to side. And as you march, feel your abdominals pull in and your back is straight. 2 more. And 1. Good. So let's take the marches into goalpost arms. You have the option to bring your hands behind your head and back down towards your shoulders, or all the way up or any degree in between shoulder and full range of motion and right back down. Let's start by finding your reach, whichever range of motion you like. Draw your elbows down as you lift your right leg up, and 1, 2. We'll do about 8 of those. This is 3. Same technique like before, feeling your abdominals pull in, drawing your lats down with your elbows, or drawing into your lats with your elbows. 2 more. And 1. Open your arms down. Excellent. So, let's take feet a little bit wider than your hips, hands on your hips, bend towards your right side and take your left hand behind your head and lengthen your spine as you come up. Replace your hand to your hip. Bend to the other side, to your left, and up, and bend, and up, and bend. Good, and up. Try not to move your hips as you do this. See if you can reach your arm overhead. Get that little extra stretch. And lengthen your spine to the bend, and then lengthen your spine back up. You have 2 more. Excellent. Bring your feet just a little bit closer and place your hands behind your head or on your hips. And gently twist your spine. Try to twist your spine without moving your hips. And twist to the right, center, to the left, and center. It can be a very small movement where you feel your abdominals working. That's perfect. We just want a slight rotation. And very important is to feel your spine lengthening as you do this rotation. You have 3 more. 2. And 1. Slowly bring your arms down. Fantastic. Okay, so turn profile. And let's have your left leg front and your right leg back in kind of an Egyptian type of stance, like a hieroglyphic. Parallel stance, 1 foot in front of the other. Bend your front knee and stretch your hip flexor on the back leg and your calf muscle. Now, your back is straight. Now bend your back leg, hinge your body forward from your hips with your back straight and flex your bottom foot. Get a little hamstring stretch and then come up. We'll rock forward and back. So we bend the front leg, come up, hip hinge forward with a straight back, bend your back leg. Flex that front foot and up and bend and back. Now if you need to hold your chair, you can at any time. And up. See how flat I try to keep my back? And bend and push back. Beautiful. Let's switch to the other side. start by a parallel stance. Bend the front leg. Send the other leg back. In. And now you're going to lunge forward. Then bend the back knee, flex the foot, and hinge. And bend. And bend the back leg, hinge forward. Notice I'm flexing the bottom foot so I can get a better calf and hamstring stretch. And then forward so I can get a hip flexor and another calf stretch back here. And let's do 2 more. And 1 more. And back, hold this stretch a little bit, okay? And come up. Well done. So, now, we have feet wide. Bend your left leg and shift your weight all the way over on that left leg. Come up and shift to the right. Try to keep your back straight, but you can lean a little bit forward as long as you keep your back straight and you're leaning forward from your hips, almost like a tiny little hip hinge. So we're just going from side to side. I want you to feel the weight. Commit to one side carrying a lot more weight than the other. Let your knee bend and let your glutes really activate. Let your glutes support you. We have about 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay. Bring your feet in a little bit closer, but still slightly wider than your hips, and circle to the right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. So now we'll do some shoulder rolls. Bring your shoulders forward and lift one heel up and down. And the other leg, foot up and down. So you're rolling your shoulders as you lift one heel and give those metatarsals a little bit of a stretch. Stop. Now go the other direction with your shoulders and lift your heel. And lift your heel. And 3. Feels good. And 4. Wonderful. Okay, so turn profile and you have your chair close by. See how I can reach for my chair? And place your hands on your hips. We bring our right leg up either by the ankle, the calf, or the knee, your choice. Extend it to the front. Bend the knee so that your foot is back towards your knee, calf, or ankle, whichever you choose. And now bend your supporting leg and hinge forward and extend the leg. That's 1 of 4. Come back up. The chair is always there if you need it. And extend. Bend it in. Bend the supporting leg. Now you want to feel this hamstring and glute lift the leg. That's a real big part of that. It's not all just a standing leg. You have 2 more. Woo! And lift this leg first. You're going to feel that hamstring and glute. That's important. And 1 more. Again, you can always take little breaks, okay, guys? And extend. And through. Shake it out a little bit. Let's go to the other side. I can fully reach my chair right here, okay? So it's always available to me. Let's begin. We bring our left toe to our ankle, calf, or knee, whichever you decide. And in the repetitions, you can also do progressions if you want. So here we go. I'm going to extend out. Bring the foot in. Now bend the supporting knee. And now as you hip hinge forward, lift this back leg up. And feel the energy of that back leg lifting. And then slowly come back in. Extend. It's also good to feel your lower abdominals pulling in throughout this movement. Don't forget your back hamstring and your glute. Woo, we got 2 more. Remember, you can take little breaks if you need, okay? And 1 more. Woo, that's burning. gonna lift that leg up and come down. Nice. Whew. Okay. So now let's do a little stretch for our hip flexors. We have our chair right here. I'd like for you to sit down. Turn to your right in profile. Now place your hands on the seat of your chair. You have one hand on the inside of your thigh, one hand on the outside, and take your left leg back. Nice big stretch there, right? Try to think of this more as your thigh stretching than your back arching. So if you need to lean forward a little bit and tuck that pelvis under, that's perfect. Now if you like, you can very gently, take your back hand over the back of the chair, reach your other hand towards me, and twist your spine as far as you'd like. It doesn't have to be a lot. You can even place your hand right on your front knee and twist that way, or if you feel a little bit more flexible, you can twist this way a little bit. But it's still, we're still in the beginning of class, so you don't have to go too far. And now, come back to untwist, bring your feet together, and swivel to the other side. So now, we're going to take our right leg back. Both hands on the seat of the chair, slide it back, start to feel the stretch in your quad and in your hip flexor, and sustain that stretch as you lengthen your spine. Take your back hand over the back of the chair, reach this hand closest to me, towards me, and lengthen your spine as you twist. And you can go as far as just placing the hand on your front knee, or you can grab the back of the chair and increase your range of motion however you like. Just please make sure to breathe. Great. And we come back to center, bring the knees in, and come around. Good. So, now we'll step on the side of the chair. And we're going to do 4 repetitions. The last one we're going to try to lift up on our standing heel. So, take your hands behind your head. Chair is available to you. Lift your right, I'm on this side, let's lift your left knee up. Gently twist towards that leg, come back to center, and place the foot down. Let's repeat the same side 3 more times. Lift, twist, center, and down. 2 more times. Lift, twist, center, and down. 1 more. Lift, twist, center. Now hold on to your chair. See if you can lift your standing heel up, even if it's just like half an inch. See if you can hover there. And those of you diehards, if you want, try to balance and come down. Good job. Let's stretch that calf out. Let's walk around to the other side of the chair and do the second side. So now, if you're mirroring me, you'll be lifting your right leg now. Place your hands behind your head. Remember, your chair is right there for you if you need it. And lift your right leg up. Pull your abdominals in and gently twist towards your right leg. Come back to center and place the foot down. Once again, lift the leg up. Twist, center, and down. 2 more times. Lift, twist, center, and down. 1 more. Lift, twist, center, and take your chair. Hold the position. Now you can stay right there, or you can see if you can lift your heel up. Just hover your heel slightly off the floor and see if you can balance for a little bit, and then come down. Stretch that standing calf out right now. So that'll be your left heel, your left calf. Fantastic. Okay, so come back to your mat and stand profile. Place your hands on your hips, and you're going to take your right leg back into a lunge. Bend both knees. My seat of the chair is right here. I can hold on to it if I want to, okay? So you should be able to too. Feel the stretch in the hip flexor. Lift this heel up. Give yourself a short little bounce. Lower down and step up. Let's do that 3 more times. We go. Lower. Lift. Down. And up. 2 more times. Lower it, keep your back straight, feel this stretch here, and this is working. 2, and up. One more. Lower, lift, down, and step up. Great. Let's turn to the other side. Back is straight. We step back, left leg, and back, nice big split stance. Bend the knee, lift the heel, come down, and up. Good. And step back, lift the heel, place it down, and up. 2 more. Step back, keep your back straight, and you'll start to feel your glutes support you. And up. 1 more. Step back, lift standing heel, place the heel down, and push up. Great. So, from here, let's step to this side of your chair. And hold on to your chair and lift your right foot just slightly off of the floor and circle your ankle around. 1. Try to get as much movement in all of your toes and your entire foot and your entire ankle. Let's go the other way. See if you can balance this time. 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. Let's walk around to the other side of your chair. And lift your left foot off of the floor and circle it around. Get as much movement in all those toes as you can. 3, 4. We're circling the ankle, circling the foot. Now see if you can do this without holding onto the chair. Go the other direction. 3 and 4. Great. So, let's come in the center of the mat once again. And we'll take. Shift to one side. Let's shift the other side. I'd like you to lift your right leg, please. And lift the leg all the way up. Take a little balance. And lower. Shift. Now, if you need your chair, you can just stand behind your chair and do the same exercise. Lift. Foot. Shift weight. Lift. Shift. And lift. 2 more. One more. Excellent. Come to, let's go this side of your chair. Profile. Place your left hand on the chair. Then place your right foot in the center of the seat of the chair. Now, if you want a little extra stretch, you can start here. If you want a little extra stretch, you can just shimmy your right foot more closer to the back of your chair, okay? So now, hip hinge forward. See how straight my back is? And now take your forearm or your left hand further along the back of the chair and place your other hand also on the back of the chair and hinge forward. Good. Now, open your right knee and feel that stretch. And then bring it right back up and come up. Push your hips forward. Hip hinge back. Open the hip. Bring the knee back up. Hip hinge forward. One more. Hip hinge back. Open the hip. Bring the knee back to center. Hip hinge forward. Step your right foot off of the chair and let's walk around to the other side. And do the second leg. So now you have your right hand on the back of the chair and place your left foot on the center of the seat of the chair. If you want more stretch, and again, during the exercise, you can change that at any time. Just shimmy your foot on over more towards the back of the chair. Hip hinge forward. Allow your right hand to go further along the back of the chair and take your left hand also on the back of the chair. And we're going to hip hinge forward. Open the knee. Bring the knee back up, and then hip hinge back up, pushing your hips forward. Take your hips back in that hip hinge. Open your left knee. Bring it back up, and bring your back up as you hip hinge back up and push the hips forward. We have 2 more. and up. One more. Open. Oh, that feels so good. And knee up and push up. Great. Leg swings. Stand on your mat. You can also hold your chair and stay close to your chair. I'm going to demonstrate with my hands on my hips. And I'm going to have my legs slightly turned out with my heels together and my toes apart. Stand up straight and lift your right leg up, bent. Swing it through and have it hit that piece of pizza position, so heels together, and then lengthen your hip flexor as you swing it back. And then bring the legs together, and the third one, hold. Let's go towards the back. Heels together, swing, and up, and back, hold. Let's do one more set, front and back, and front, and back, and hold. And we go back, 1, and 2, feet together, and stay, and come down. Great. So let's set up on the second side, heels together, toes apart, so there's a slight external rotation. A little bit of turnout, like a small piece of pizza. It's actually a pretty big piece of pizza, but that's okay. Here we go. Lift your left leg up, 1, bring it back together with the other foot. Lift it back, bring it back together, and front hold. Put it down. Let's go to the back. And back, front, back hold, and to the front again. We'll do 2 more. 1 front, 1 back. Front hold. Woo. And to the back, to the front, to the back hold, and down. Great job. Let's take legs here, a little bit wider than your hips. Arms either behind your head or in a V. Lengthen your spine to one side. So lifting your arms in this V shape really enables us to lengthen the spine and work the core muscles a little bit more. We'll just do a couple more. And open. Great. Step, touch, swing. Just to loosen up a little bit, but still have control. Want your arms to swing. You just step together and touch forward. Step together, touch forward. Almost like dancing. Four more. Feels good to just loosen up after all those challenges, right? And 1, good. Let's take a hip hinge with a pelvic curl. So, feet are separated about hip distance apart. All show profile, hands on the hips. Bend your knees, hip hinge forward, so you're sending your glutes back over your heels, and your back is straight. Place your hands on your hips, on your knees. Scoop your lower belly and just gently tuck your lower back under your pelvis center. So just your lower back is moving in your pelvis. Send your tailbone back out and then push up on your thighs as you hip hinge back up and push your glutes forward. Let's do 3 more. We go hip hinge, bend, straight back, scoop the lower belly and tuck. Lengthen your spine back out to neutral, sending your glutes back. Push your glutes forward as you hip hinge back up and expand your chest. Let's do 2 more. Hip hinge, pelvic curl, come back to neutral spine and hip hinge back up. 1 more and hip hinge, pelvic curl, uncurl, and come up. Beautiful. Okay, we'll take a Brazilian lunge, okay, which is your back leg is straighter. So we're really stretching those hip flexors out today. And stand profile, take your right leg back. Now notice that my leg is straight as opposed to the other one where it was bent. So the leg is straight and I'm hinging forward with a straight back. Lengthen your arms low, medium, or high and twist towards that front leg. So I'm twisting away, come back to center, and then come up, lengthen your chest and the hip flexor that you were just standing on. Take your left leg back. Left leg is long, right leg is bent, hinge forward, bring your arms low, medium or high, lengthen, and twist. Come back to center, and come up. Let's do your right leg back again. Ready? We're twisting towards the front leg. Back, arms low, medium or high. Now this high position, you should feel length in your spine. And twist towards the front leg. Untwist, come back up. We have one more, nice and slow so we get length. And back. Arms low, medium or high. Twist, lengthen. How long can you make your spine? How far can you reach your arms? Even if they're here, how far can you reach? Come back to center and up. Awesome. Okay. So, stand by your chair. Let me go on this side so I can. You can mirror me and you can do your right foot first. And lift your leg low, medium or high. If you can get high enough to where you can grab under the knee, that would be awesome. Now see if you can add your other arm and just hold that and breathe. Give me 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more, inhale, exhale. Great. Let's walk over to the other side. Feet are parallel. Lift your left leg low, medium or high. If you can, grab underneath your knee. Keep your back straight. Stomach in. See if you can have the other hand also join behind the knee. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Woo! Exhale. See? Good thing that chair is there, right? And inhale. And exhale. That's the way it goes. Great. Shake it out a little bit. Okay. So, this next one I'd love to do with you is to get a little bit of balance on the balls of our feet. So we're going to rise up a little bit. Feet are parallel, directly underneath your hips. Have your hands by your sides with your thumbs forward and bend your knees just like we did in that hip hinge. And you're going to hinge forward, send your glutes back. Your arms are going to go back and your chest is going to expand. So your position is going to be here. See how my chest is opening here? My arms are back. Now from here, you're going to push your glutes forward as you hinge back up. Bring your arms low, medium, or high. Your choice. Squeeze your glutes and rise up onto the balls of the feet. Slowly control lower down. Lower your arms. Bend your knees. Send your hips back. Open the chest here. Swing the arms forward. Push your glutes forward. Arms go low, medium, or high. Your choice. Squeeze the glutes. Stomach in and rise. Find that balance. You're on the center of your feet. Lower down. Right? Bend and chest opens. And now bring your arms forward. Now, as you rise, feel yourself right in the center of your feet. So all your toes are touching the floor. Lower down. We have one more. Bend your knees. Chest opens. And arms forward, squeeze glutes, lengthen up, and lower down. Excellent. Okay. So, now we're going to start a little bit of a sequence on the floor. You can do this sequence sitting if you don't want to come to the floor, or even standing. I would recommend sitting if you decide not to come to the floor. So let's do this together. Let's go on the floor together. We're going to take all the time we need. Face the seat of your chair. High seat. Bend your knees, hip hinge forward. That's familiar, right? Place one or both hands on the chair. Okay? Take one knee down to the floor, behind you, 1 foot behind you, and you're going to bend that knee down until it touches the floor. Okay? Then, take the other knee down on the floor as you place your hands onto the mat. And now we're going to walk on all fours until we get to the center of the mat. So turn and face me and lower down onto one hip. Okay? Then Use both hands to lower down onto the elbow, and then both hands to slide out onto your side. Gently roll onto your back. Good. All right, here we are. If you need to move so that you center yourself on your mat, that's great. Okay, first one, take your right knee into your chest, okay? Or let's say the leg that's furthest away from me. If you're in alignment and mirroring me, it's gonna be your left leg. And lengthen this leg down. And you're grabbing the back of your knee. Now make sure that your back stays absolutely neutral. You don't want it to grip and round. So your back is neutral. So if that means this leg is lower, that's fine. Hold that there. And we're going to gently twist. So you're gonna place this hand low, medium, or high. Okay? And gently twist, very gentle. And then come back. We'll do 2 more. And 1. And 2. And back, beautiful. Stay here. See if you can grab behind the knee. If you can't, you can bring it a little bit lower and grab more on your thigh. And we're gonna do a lying down climb a tree. Extend the leg as far as you can. And lower down. Please focus on keeping your back absolutely straight. You don't want your spine to make an imprint into the mat. So keep your back straight. So have those natural curves in your spine, that neutral spine. If that means that you don't straighten the knee all the way, then that's fine. Just get as much stretch as you can with a neutral spine. Hold it here, see if you can flex the foot. Point the foot and come down. Place that foot down. Bend your other leg and pull that second leg towards your chest. Okay? Make sure your back is straight and slide the other leg down. Grab the opposite hand on that knee and bring the other hand on the floor next to you, low, medium, or high. And gently twist. And come back. 2 more times. Gently twist. And come back. Very slow and controlled. It should feel good. Woo, and back to center. Okay, so now, see if you can grab behind your knee. The leg doesn't have to be high unless you feel like you can do it and you want to do that. Back is straight, most important. Extend the leg right there. Try to get a full extension or as close as you can to it. And then lower down. And then exhale. We have 2 more. This is 2. And now we have 1 more. And if you're feeling spicy, then flex that foot. Point that foot and bend the knee. Excellent. So now place the foot down, bend both knees, shimmy a little bit away from me so that you're on a little bit one side of your mat, and you're going to roll onto your side towards me. Place both hands on the floor and push yourself up onto that hip. Then turn and come onto all fours. And I want you to walk yourself backwards so we can get in alignment with your chair. And place one hand or both hands on the chair. Step one leg forward. And then step the other leg forward into your hip hinge. And then place your hands on your knees and come up out of your hip hinge. Fantastic. Sit on your chair and scoot a little bit forward towards the edge of your chair. Reach your arms around to the back of the chair. Lean forward and push your chest forward. Opening your chest. Grabbing the back of the chair or the back part of the seat of the chair. It's fine too. And then release. Wow, that was amazing. We did a great job together. And I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.